Hello everyone, my name is Sadie. Welcome back to my channel, Yin Reiki Light. And today I wanted to come on and do this message. It's funny, I was trying to do it yesterday, and for whatever reason, my words were just jumbled yesterday and I couldn't get it out. But today I feel like the energy is right. So, some of the misconceptions on the spiritual path is as soon as you start getting into the spiritual path, getting into, whatever it is, if it's tarot, oracle, connecting with your intuition, connecting with, your 5D, your higher self, that everything is just going to be easy and that it's just going to be, love and light and peace all the time. But in reality, it's challenging. And it's challenging because it's kind of like you're a seed. That's what they're showing me right now is like, you're, a seed that's pushing through the surface. You're growing, all these beautiful leaves and branches, and you're going to become this beautiful thing. But right now, we're all kind of at this space where we're like these seeds that are pushing through the surface and trying to ascend. Once you get past a certain point, yes, things are much lighter, much more calm, much more peaceful. The energy doesn't fluctuate as much. But when you're on that sort of ascent, the upward ascent, you're literally pushing through all the darkness, all the ego, all the lower vibrational energies, all the 3D construct energies. And so that's why there's a lot of challenge. And so last week when I did the energy reading for April, I picked up on the light and fun energy of April. I picked up on connection and that things would be moving forward and that, people would be, happier and wanting to bring more joy into their experience and that there would be more movement. However, once April started, I started having this experience where there was a lot of triggers. There was a lot of challenges. And I couldn't understand why, if April's supposed to be this great energetic month, why is there, so many triggers, so many challenges, so many little towers, so many little kind of unexpected, circumstances that are coming up. And Spirit said, because of contrast, you have to have both. Both are needed in this realm of 3D, in our reality, on the earth school. You need both. You need the balance of both. And so, while yes, there's a lot of positive energy in April, there's a lot of movement, we're also kind of experiencing a lot of, if it's triggers, if it's some negativity, some hostility, some grief, regret is a big one that some might come up for some, but also some confusion. And why this is two reasons. Number one, we are going through a lot of Mars activations right now. Mars is the planet of war, is, the ruler of Aries. So we're deep into Aries season. And so you're gonna see more hostility, more fire. Fire's great. If, passion is great, drive is great, energy is great, but fire can also be incredibly destructive if it burns out of control. So you might see, people just getting angry for no reason, just having these rage fits. That's why there's an increase of violence that you're hearing in the news. A lot of these shootings and all these things going on are because of that Mars energy. And so the other reason is because, as I've been saying since I started posting videos more regularly, we're in these choice points and we're leveling up. But part of what helps you to level up are these kind of testing points. Spirit told me to think of it like school. Think of it, you're a senior in high school. You've basically finished all the past curriculum. So you're done. You're done with all the past curriculum. But to actually pass high school and graduate, like, you've got to take your final exams. You've got to take your tests. And so these times are very testing. And as you are being tested on your path, the thing to remember is that, you're going to pass your test. Even if you blow up one day because someone triggered you and you're having a bad day, that's normal. It's okay. Don't beat yourself up over it. You have to understand that you're a spiritual being having a human experience, but you're also a human being, and it's okay to react sometimes. But it's also important at this time to really lean on and depend on your spiritual tools, your foundation, God, your higher self, your angels, your ancestors, the higher guidance that you connect with, that's keeping you in a state of calm, in a state of peace, in a state of acceptance. It's kind of like when the light shines the brightest, the shadow is the darkest. And so you may notice in your life, in your environment, I'm noticing this, I know that people around me are noticing this, that you're just minding your business. You're just living your life and doing you and being, trying to be happy, trying to do what feels good to you in the moment. And people are going to be highly triggered by that. And they may react in a way that's like, very negative, very abusive, saying harsh things to you. Because your light is triggering them. But on the opposite, on the flip side of that, when they throw their stuff at you, when they project their anger and their whatever at you, it's also triggering you. And so the test is to stay calm, even when, you're being triggered by people. And I love this expression. It's an old proverb. It's, he who gets mad first loses. So if you can just go around throughout your day, just reminding yourself that, listen, as long as I stay calm, as long as I stay collected, as long as I rely on my spiritual tools right now, I'm getting past this. I'm going to get it through. Because one of the other truths about triggers that I didn't put in the Truth About Trigger video that I posted about a month and a half ago is, once you learn to not be triggered by the things that have triggered you, the triggers stop. So we all have to kind of be spiritual warriors at this time. And the war is not fighting fire with fire. It's not when people come at you, coming at them back. The war is standing in your power, standing in your truth, but standing in your light. Standing in your power by not overpowering others, by not manipulating others, by not sinking to their level. Standing in your power by accepting that, certain people are unawakened, they're asleep, they're at the space and the level of consciousness that they're at. You don't have to join them there. It's about setting healthy boundaries, saying no. You have the right at any time to say no. It doesn't matter what the situation is. If you don't want to do it, don't participate in it. I mean, we get into these roles in our lives because of our family obligations, because of our work obligations. Oh, I can't say no. Oh, I have to do this. No, you don't have to do anything, but take care of yourself, protect your energy, protect your mental and emotional well-being. That is your main priority. That is your job. If anything else is putting you in a space where it's causing you issues and serious issues where your vibration is lowering, where, you know, you're stressed out all the time, where you're unhappy, this is the time to use that Mars energy and take the initiative and free yourself. You have the power to do that. And it's also understanding that you also, when someone's reacting at you, throwing their projections or whatever at you, you don't have to respond. You can just ignore them. You can just ignore them. Remember, he who gets mad first loses. So the game, if you want to call it that, is to hold your center, stay calm, and shine your light no matter what. Don't diminish or dull your sparkle just because it triggers others. That's the time to shine even brighter. So yes, this energy is kind of up and down. It's very fluctuating. You know, one day is the Tower, one day is the Four of Wands, one day is the Four of Cups, the next day is, you know, who knows what comes next. And so you're not meant to focus on that. You're just meant to focus and be here right now and do the best that you can do. And you know what? You're doing great. If you're here, you're doing great. So just love yourself, take care of yourself, nurture yourself, do what makes you feel good in the moment, and, you know, keep your vibration as high as possible. This too shall pass, okay? I hope this video helped. I just felt like it was really needed this message really needed to come through. I'm sending everybody lots of love and blessings. Take care.